Alam mo, vengeance was all over their mind in this particular matchup. This is the team that eliminated them in the semifinals of the 2021 Open Conference. In the end, it boiled down to composure. It boiled down to key points scored by Bede Leon and the rest of Chocomucho, of course, led by Catolentino. Because lumamang ang Chocomucho sa dulo, humabol ang Cherry Tiggo. They had the 2-point lead, but eventually Chocomucho closed that fifth set with a 2-point lead. Attack points, mas marami ang Cherry. Pero ang problema dyan at hindi nakikita ay yung floor defense na mas mabuti di hamak ang Chocomucho. One thing that's missing for Cherry Tiggo, aside from that all-important first win, wala si Jajo Santiago.
Right.
But you cannot look for someone who is not around. You have to settle the issue among yourselves, and they have a lot of roster power to work with. Buding Durentes has to work doubly hard to help out their floor defense if they are to survive a fighting army unit na naghahanap din ng survival mode. Alam mo naman, army, survival mode.
Right.
Magkatuwang yun pag yun ang pinag-usapan.
But one player whose presence is surely felt dito sa Cherry Tiggo crossovers ay si Dindin Santiago Manabat, Coach Ronnie. Grabe yung pinakita niya against Chocomucho, scoring 29 big points. As you can see, ito yung mga atake niya doon sa larong yun.
I believe this is the conference best so far. 29 for one of the best wing spikers that we have seen so far throughout the PVL. 29 of 65. 25 spike attack points, 4 blocks for a total of, let me check this, 29 points. 24 kill blocks, 4 blocks. Then for attack points, 4 blocks for a total of 29. She is among the best. We talk about attack percentage. We talk about the leading scorers. But I know for a fact that she will be extremely happy if they make it to the quarterfinals.
Right.
And it will take not just a Dindin monster effort, but for the rest of the Cherry Tiggo to come together and give her that backstop that she needs. Collective effort is one thing that's so vital. Of course, Mylin Paat has to contribute. Laura, if she's inside, has to be a team effort for them to overcome a very game Black Mamba Army unit.
Isa pa magandang hugot sa ating Cherry Tiggo crossover. Si Rachel Ostero, first time to start in the last game dito sa conference na to. We talked to her a while ago. Let's listen in.
After losing from Chocomucho, medyo heartbreaking kasi we did our best and nilabas talaga namin lahat eh. We fell short, pero syempre, we have to learn from our mistakes. Nakita naman namin yung mga kakulangan namin. And from there, doon, nag-adjust kami sa training and napag-usapan namin ng buong team. Kung ano yung mga kailangan pa namin doon. Coming from championship, syempre kailangan namin ilabas pa yung pride namin kasi ayun talaga yung kulang eh. Yung connection nandun na unti-unti kasi bumabalik naman. Siguro, ngayon yung napag-usapan namin is to keep fighting and remember kung saan kami mga nagmula.
Let's see if she will have the same impact in this match kontra sa Black Mamba Army Lady Troopers. Now, let's turn our attention naman sa kabilang banda, sa kabilang koponan, Coach Ronnie. Again, another winless team, the Lady Troopers, looking to steal one away. Ito yung kanilang last match. Chocomucho rin yung tumalo sa kanila.
Parehong nabiktima ng Flying Titans. Army lost to F2 in 4 sets. Black Mamba Army bowed to Chocomucho in 3 straight sets. In fact, this was a match wherein they only scored a total of, I believe, just 47 points. 13 in the first set, 11 in the second set. They made the game out of it in the third set, accounting for 23 points. But by the time, in cruise control na ang Chocomucho. And the numbers will tell the story. Plus 18 in terms of attack points. Block party para dito sa Chocomucho. Had problems with the reception, talking about ang Black Mamba Army. And this was also the game wherein Honey Royce Tabino only scored 2 points. And that's one large reason why their offense was in shambles and they scored only that much laban sa napaka-power roster ng Chocomucho.
Tama ka dyan, Coach Ronnie. No one scored in double digits nga para sa Lady Troopers, but the highest pointer was Audrey Paran, who we talked to a while ago. Pakinggan natin yung interview na yun. Ginawa ni Audrey Paran in that last match, Coach Ronnie. Again, she was the highest pointer with 7 points.
Together with Jen Villarreal, both players scored 7 points, but that was not enough against a solid attacking unit. Loaded, offensive arsenal always present to Coach Oliver Almadro. Para sa Black Mamba Army, it will take Private Paran. They would need Honey Royce Tubino and of course, Gutierrez, Villarreal to be able to build a solid attacking unit against a team that's fighting for survival, the Cherry Tigggo crossover.
And Private Paran went public a while ago para kausapin tayo sa interview. Ito na,
Pwede.
yung kanyang interview.
Ang pinag-usapan po talaga namin is minimize yung errors namin, lalong-lalo na sa service kasi yun talaga yung pumapatay sa amin. And yung service passing, knowing na hard server yung kabilang team and yung variation ng attacks namin, dapat basahin namin yung depensa ng kalaban. Naalala ko, one time sinabi sa amin sa huddle, everybody counts. Kung main effort ka or secondary effort ka, walang problema yon as long as kailangan pag pinasok ka sa loob, makakakontribute at makakatulong ka sa team. Pag natalo namin sila, isang malaking moral booster sa amin, coming na 4 na laro lang yung ngayong eliminations para makapasok sa top 4. So kailangan talaga na ipukpok namin yung sarili namin and every game counts po.
Klarong-klaro kay Audrey Paran at sa Lady Troopers kung anong kailangan nilang gawin today para makakuha ng spots sa quarterfinals. Now it's time to turn you over to our arena announcer Noel Zarate for the starting lineups.
And now let's meet our national referees for this match. First referee, Spinks Cabusa. And our second referee is Mark Santos. And now let's meet the starters. First for Army Black Mamba. Outside spiker from the Far Eastern University, number 3, Staff Sergeant Joanne Bunag. Middle blocker from the University of Santo Tomas, number 5, Corporal King Balse Pabayo. Center also from UST, number 7, Private First Class Jane Gonzalez. Opposite hitter from De La Salle University, number 13, Mitch Morente. Outside spiker from the University of Perpetual Help, number 15, Team Captain Corporal Royce Tupino. Middle blocker from the Far Eastern University, number 21, Private Jeanette Villarreal. The starting libero from Rizal Technological University, number 10, Sergeant Angela Nunag. Head coach for Army is Staff Sergeant Emilio Kung Fu Reyes. And now the starters for the Cherry Tigggo Crossovers. Setter from the National University, number 4, Team Captain Jasmine Labor. Opposite hitter from Adamson University, number 7, Eileen Pot. Outside spiker from the University of the East, number 11, Shaya Adorador. Outside hitter from the National University, number 16, Dindin Santiago Manabat. Middle blocker from the University of Santo Tomas, number 22, Micah Ortiz. Middle blocker from the College of St. Benil, number 25, Rachel Ostero. And the starting libero from the Far Eastern University, number 23, Buding Duremdes. Head coach for Cherry Tigggo is Aaron Velez. This game is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board.
Our starting lineup para sa Black Mamba Army Lady Troopers, Bunag, Morente, Balse Pabayo, Tupino, Gonzalez, Villarreal, and Angela Nunag as their libero. Meanwhile, for the Cherry Tigggo crossovers, you have Nabor, Santiago Manabat, Paat, Ortiz, Adorador. Ostero also gets the starting nod once again, and Buding Beremdes as their libero. So we welcome you once again to our coverage of the PVL 2022 Open Conference, the heart of volleyball here on One Sports. Dip Dipianco, Coach Ronnie Magsanok on call for this match. High stakes, as we mentioned, as we start our first set.
This is only the 6th play date of the pool play or elimination round. And just like that, hindi ka na makakalusot kung hindi ka manalo ngayon. We have 2 more play dates after today. But ang Army, meron pang isang laro laban sa Signal na wala pang talo. Ang Cherry Tigggo, should they lose this, meron pa silang chance ang qualify, pero mananalangin sila na hindi na manalo ang Black Mamba Army at matalo ng mas maikli laban sa Signal. Dahil they lost to Chocomucho but they lost in 5 sets. So meron silang 1 point doon.
Right, Coach Ronnie. Ito talaga yung mahirap pag napunta ka sa bandang ilalim ng standing. Sometimes you'll have to rely na rin sa mga resulta ng ibang laro.
Tandaan natin sa 2021, siyam na laro yun. So pag natalo ka na maaga, Bagay na hindi nangyari sa CHERY TIGGO, although may maaga silang talo ron, pero hindi tuloy-tuloy. Makakabangon ka. Dito wala na.
Yep.
Kasi ang laro nyo, 3 lang eh. 4 lang kayo eh. And these two teams have found themselves losing their first 2 and 3 matches. That's Black Mamba Army is tied right now at 1 apiece.
But Dindin Santiago Manabat makes that, or rather score by Mitch Morente ng mga Army dito sa ating laro, 2-1. So both teams again, wala pang panalo. And finally, after today, Coach Ronnie, meron na silang first win. But as you mentioned, yung mga sets dyan, sets won, sets lost, dun magkakatalo eh.
Yun yung quotient na ginagamit. And right now, I'm sure that all of these players are feeling the pressure. First point earlier, para kay Mitch Morente, also had 1 point in that loss. Laban sa Chocomucho, as this last point from team captain Tubino can be the sign of good things to come for Black Mamba Army. Coming off a splendid performance at laban sa F2, 18 points, 18 of 71 attack points or attempts. Tapos 2 points lamang sa huli nilang laban. Kaya sumadsad ng gusto talaga yung opensa nila.
Although a service error para kay Mitch Morente makes it a 1-point game as Jasmine Abor serving for CHERY TIGGO.
Binanggit ni Audrey Paran kanina yan. Very specific, detalyado. Nilatag ni Coach Kung Fu lahat ng kailangan nilang gawin. Wala ka nang kailangan pang isipin kung hindi play your best, follow that runway, and do your best against a team who is also trying to survive.
It's a team that's very familiar with each other, itong Lady Troopers. Halos nandiyan naman yung core nila from last conference, Coach Ronnie.
Ang mabigat lang talaga si Jovelyn Gonzaga.
Right.
Oo, napakabigat talaga si Bionic Ilongga. Napakabigat ng pagkawala. But you have to move on. Hindi mo nga pwedeng hanapin pag wala. Good offensive block courtesy of Mylin Pat. Mylin Pat averages about 8 points per match. Made as an import, remember, in Thailand. Talagang kondisyon na kondisyon. Also bound for the Southeast Asian Games together with the PVL stars. She's hoping that somehow in their 4th match she'll be able to help out Dindin Santiago produce that all-important win en route to the quarterfinals.
Army now, they go to Tubino. That is easily picked up by Nabor. Manabat from the back row. But that sails out and a point for the Lady Troopers.
And she went long, she went deep. But that was too wide. 2-point lead, biggest margin so far for Black Mamba Army.
Jeanette Villarreal now at the service line for the Army Lady Troopers. Nabor will set it up to Pat, and she kills it.
Exactly where she wanted it. Even against a double block, Mylin Pat will score. Superior confidence, peak conditioning, name it, she has it. But she still has to score near the mark of Dindin Santiago if they are to really combine well and make it difficult para dito sa depensa ng Black Mamba Army.
And of course, coming from her stint sa Thailand as the top scorer, inaabangan talaga natin yung scoring ni Paat. But Royce Tobino has other plans in mind.
Exactly. Shaya Adorador, point of attack. Look at this. Yes, she was there. But Tobino nails her 2nd point. This is a very enthusiastic Black Mamba Army unit that we are seeing.
Ito yung nagkulang dun sa kanilang last match against Chocomucho. Really no one scoring as much for the Lady Troopers.
11 points lang sila sa una.
In ang crossovers. Army has a chance here. 1-2 play for Gonzalez. Nakuha yan ng CHERY TIGGO. Chance ball here. Who will she go to? And they go to Joan Bunag.
They were anticipating a down the line or a cross-court hit. Instead, she went for a drop shot. Coverage was absent. Another point para sa Army. 3 points ahead of CHERY TIGGO.
Ages but a number nga naman, Coach Ronnie, para kay Johan Bunag.
Oo naman. Vast experience.
Right.
She's been around, but there's a reason why she is still around. Like Mary Jean Balse Mabayo.
Nahabol dito ng Lady Troopers. They go back to Paat. And Mylin Paat. Maganda yung gising ni Mylin. Gusto niya score today against Army.
Wala nang isip-isip pa. Look at this secondary setter, Buding Doremdes. ang sikip ng pinagdaanan going down the line. And she was able to beat the libero of Black Mamba Army easily.
Nunag was not ready for that.
Sergeant Angela Nunag. Natutuwa ako. Private first class. Staff Sergeant Kung Fu Reyes.
Meanwhile, si Mylene Paat patuloy na sumuskor dito, cutting the lead down to just a point.
9 points in their last loss to the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Had 1 block. Had also 11 successful receptions behind the 17 of Buding Duremdes.
And the service ace!
I believe Pat has scored at least 4 of the first 7 points para sa CHERY TIGGO. First service ace for Pat.
First set pa lamang, Coach Ronnie, no? Halos na kalahati na niya yung output niya from the last game.
Persyentuhan na laban dito. Maaga pa lang, go-to na.
Oh, Nabor was there to save that ball. They go to Morente. Rejected at the net.
Team captain, Jasmine Nabor, getting the job done. And now they are heading to the technical timeout with a 1-point lead on this good 4-point cluster para dito sa CHERY TIGGO.
Sulit saya ang inyong panonood kasama ang Sulit TV, entertainment, sports, news, and information. Andito lahat. Mapapanood ang TV5, One Sports, One PH at lahat ng free-to-air channels. Siksik na, digital at malinaw pa sa halagang 780 pesos lang. Tumawag lang sa 8888-5555 o maaari ring pumunta sa piling authorized stores nationwide. Mabibili rin sa Shopee at Lazada. Bisitahin ang Sulit TV Facebook page para sa iba pang mga detalye. Kaya ano pang hinihintay nyo, bilhin na ng Sulit TV powered by TV5 as we turn you over to Sam Corrales for this report on Nurse Tobino.
With every loss that the Army Black Mamba dealt with, Honey Royce Tobino said that they are coming into this game much stronger and much wiser because of the lessons learned. Ayaw na nila na maging parang diesel wherein it will take some time for them to heat up. Nag-pep talk sila before game day and they agreed to dictate the pace and hopefully have a strong start this time around. Back to you.
Thank you, Sam. Parang ayoko rin maging diesel, Coach Ronnie, kasi nagmamahal na ngayon yung presyo eh.
Pareho na ng presyo ang diesel at gas. Although may rollback kanina. Pero ito, going back to that last sequence, that last point by Army broke a 5-0 scoring run generated by Mylene Pat almost single-handedly.
Yeah.
Although lamang pa rin dito ang CHERY ng 1 puntos. Kanina 7-4 ang talaan pabor sa Black Mamba Army.
Yung parehong koponan, parang mabilis lang simula. Hindi na kailangan mag-warm up pa. As the score is 9-8 in favor of the crossovers. They go to Morente. Oh, tinamaan pa doon si Din. So point goes to the Lady Troopers.
She tried to stay away from that ball. It was really going long. But apparently, parang dodgeball na lumabas yun. Morente, very smart in that last attack. Tied at 9, 2-point run.
Here's Joan Bunag to serve. Tied ball game here. 1-2 play for Nabor. Picked up by Tobino. CHERY's turn to attack. They go to Micah Ortiz. Oh, ball is still alive here.
I was about to say, talagang matyaga ngayon ang floor defense ng Army. But Micah Ortiz getting a second chance. Knocks down the 10th point para dito sa CHERY TIGGO on that slide play. Earlier na ibalik ng Black Mamba Army. Pero ngayon, that's through the block para kay Micah Ortiz, the pride of UST.
Halos doon niya nakuha yung mga puntos niya from the last match against Choco Mucho. Really an effective play para kay Micah Ortiz as Adorador. Now serving for CHERY TIGGO. Good serve there. They go to Balse Pabaya who scores off the block.
That's just vintage Mary Jean Balse Mabayo. Before the current PVL stars, there was Mary Jean Balse. She's won numerous championships, has established a lot of individual records, and she's still here trying to compete against the young blood of the PVL.
Hindi siya nag-start nung kanilang huling laro, but this time, Coach Kung Fu changing things up as that attack sails out, and the Lady Troopers now have the lead 11-10.
They were ahead 7-4. Suddenly, they lost the lead. They were down 9-7. Now, they have their own version of a 4-1 counter to retake the lead away from CHERY TIGGO.
They go to Dindin, high percentage attack mula kay Dindin Santiago Manabat.
Kanina nasa back row siya, ngayon nasa front line na. Chance para dito kay Nabor na gatasan habang nasa front line itong si Dindin Santiago.
Tabla na naman tayo, 11-all is the score.
Isipin mo, 71 attempts ang ibinigay sa kanya ni Jasmine Nabor. So ngayon, punta muna kay Paat na maaga.
They go to Balse Pabaya who is short on that. So lead will go back to CHERY TIGGO.
Black Mamba Army in that last match laban sa Chocomucho, mayroong 25 pagkakamali, 25 errors. That's simply too much. 25 of the 75 points, 1/3 ng Chocomucho output galing sa mga miscues ng Black Mamba Army. But tit for tat, the pressure is on.
Right.
You can expect this to happen. It may be tight, pero mamaya sa bilangan ng errors, makikita mo, medyo mataas sa parehong teams.
And for those of you who have just joined us, you were discussing a while ago, ano ba yung implications ng larong to? Because if you've been following us since day one, as another service error, to your point, Coach Ronnie, yan na nga yung mga nerves ng bawat players. If you've been following us since day one, itong dalawang koponan to, no wins yet. And they really want to get this victory to stay in the quarterfinals hunt dito sa ating conference.
In a pool of 5 teams, only 4 will make it.
Right.
Meaning, isa rito talaga hindi tatawid.
Doremdes goes to Pat.
Wow. Power and precision, time and again. Second time she has attacked the defense of Nunag. Second time she has beaten Nunag as well. Not going cross-court, just going straight at Nunag. Good scoring run, 3 straight points para dito sa CHERY TIGGO.
As Coach Kung Fu calls for time, let's listen in.
Pagdating tayo sa puntos, pagdating sa service, tinatapon natin, nasasayang yung momentum natin. Nakakadalawang ikot na tayo, ganun naman yung nangyari. Ibig sabihin, hindi tayo nag-a-adjust. Masyadong pwede na tayong umangat. Huwag nyo sabayan yung sa kanila. Tayo mag-set ng pace. Nandun na tayo, kaya lang biglang bumababa yung momentum natin. Okay, ano lang tayo, yung mga unforced error, ilan na lang yan. Yun na lang yan, pag nadyan na kayo sa service. So, ingatan na, ingatan. Isang pasa tayo, isang pasa.
It's the errors that Coach Kung Fu pointed out, as you mentioned, Coach Ronnie.
Tama. Kasi nakuha na nila yung lead eh. Now you want to build on that momentum. Instead, you diffuse that possible chance to increase your lead and you give up a free point. Ngayon, nag-swing na sa kabila.
14-12 is our score. Tobino will attack.
Oh!
Naibalik pa dun ng CHERY TIGGO. They go back to Royce. This time with a soft touch. Villarreal. Oh, and a block there.
Make no mistake about it. This is mandatory para sa CHERY TIGGO. Floor defense, it has to happen. Blocking, it has to be present. Tubino on one side, Santiago on the other side. Rather, Pat on this side, Santiago on the other side. And now they will score their 4th straight point after being down at 11-10.
And slowly but surely, the CHERY TIGGO crossovers are trying to pull away dito sa Army Lady Troopers.
Alam mo, ito na ang pinakamalaking kalamangan para dito sa CHERY TIGGO after being playing catch-up. Lamang sila 1-0. After that, sila na yung naghahabol. Jasmine Nabor also comes out of the program of National University.
Yeah.
Dami na rin inikutang mga teams ito.
Another service error there.
Pangilan na yan? Pangatlo para sa
3.
CHERY.
Nabor. Back set to Dindin. Morente goes to Tobino. And that's a point for the Lady Troopers.
That's a cut shot coming from Tubino. Difficult angle to work with. Pero pinakamaganda, that single block on Dindin Santiago that denied a possible 4-point advantage.
So the score is supposed to be 14 for the Lady Troopers. So just down by 1. And that attack by Mylene Paat sails out. And we are tied once again at 15 apiece.
3 straight points on the flip side. A string of runs from both of these teams. Mylene Paat overshooting that last attempt. Also going cross court.
Which team will send us to the second technical timeout? Ostero will get that point for CHERY TIGGO.
Bumalasa ng set itong Sinabor. This time locating Ostero, who gives them a 1-point lead, leading to the second technical timeout.
Fully Alive Champions for Life. Abangan ng pagbabalik ng UAAP at panoorin ang Season 84 Men's Basketball simula March 26 tuwing Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Live sa One Sports and sa UAAP Varsity Channel. Available on Signal TV Channel 263 HD and on Signal Play. So coming off that technical timeout na nakuha ni Rachel Ostero yung puntos, CHERY
Mabuti
TIGGO
na lang.
na up by 1 point.
Mabuti na lang. Kundi, kawit sa kabila na yung momentum.
Malaki yung hinabol doon ng Lady Troopers.
Nagsisimula palagi sa servicero nung lamang, di ba?
Yun nga yung sabi ni Coach Kung Fu kanina, yung momentum breaker for both teams as
That's a sorry miss.
substitutions here.
Adorador was wide open to go down the line. Went wide. Tied once again at 16.
Ivy Perez now checks in as the setter para sa Lady Troopers. Also, Aiko Ordas in the game for Army. Morente with a nice dig. Tobino will
Off
get
the
the
block.
point once again.
Perfectly timed hit coming from Tobino. For sure, there won't be a 2-point game for Tobino. Defense by Morente enabling Black Mamba Army to counter in transition as Tobino scores off the block. At least 5 in the match for Tobino.
Another lead change here. Pat! And a point goes to the crossovers.
No soft hit so far for Pat. Everything has been all power. Tied at 17. Nip and tuck affair here in the first set. Pressure packed. Face off.
17 all is our score.
Isang panalo lamang. Mawawala na yung pressure eh. Importante makatawid. Kayo lang hinahanap mo eh. Nobody wants to be booted out. Imagine isa lang kung mawawala.
Out of 5 teams in Pool A, ang ating pinag-uusapan. Chance ball here for Army. Perez back set to Bunag. Ball is still alive para sa CHERY. Paat ngayon with the adjustment. Oh, and Army unable to save that ball.
Bihirang-bihira mahulugan ng bola tong Army. Talagang very scrappy. The last time these two teams met was in August 4 of 2021. At ang CHERY TIGGO won in 83 minutes. 25-16, 25-16, 25-21. But today, nothing is easy for both of these teams.
Mylene Paat varied her attack there kasi kanina puro malakas na palo yung binibigay niya sa Lady Troopers. Perez had to send that on the other side. Nabor, back set, Paat again!
Pero nakita mo kung gaano kahirap mahulog yung bola. Habulin talaga nila. Dadaanin nila sa tiyaga. Ortiz. Half of that point came from Micah Ortiz as she was able to block a dump coming from Ivy Perez. And then on the return play, isolating Mylin Paat, who scores and gives Cherry Tiggo more breathing room, a 2-point cushion.
Another 2-point game here for the CHERY TIGGO crossovers. And as we keep mentioning, Coach Ronnie, it's the service errors from both squads that's really stopping from either team to pull away from this match.
Mylin Pata scored 9 of the first 19 points para dito sa CHERY Tiggo. 7-1-1. Attack points, 1 block, 1 ace.
They will go to Morente at the left. And that will go inside for Mitch Morente.
On fire is Mitch Morente, literally, from the get-go. Iba talaga pag fighting for survival ka.
Kitang-kita natin, Coach Ronnie, it's
Litaw.
19-all in our first set.
First
Walang
point.
bumibitaw.
First point pa lang, iba na reaction nila. Sa kabila naman, kalmado kahit paano. But you feel the tension.
Paat with her offhand. Back row to Tubino. And that is outside for Royce Tubino.
Difficult angle para kay Tubino. Trying to elude the blockers. But will not connect. That's a back row play, a pipe play.
So lead once again is with the CHERY TIGGO crossovers. Mylin Paat now serving. 20-19. Bunag. Easy pickings there for Paat. Dindin will send that over. Back set again to Bunag. Oh, and she finds the hole there. Nobody home for CHERY.
Again, coverage was not there. The Remdes has to be better. There's a lot of pressure right now on her. The two blockers did their job. Pero nakita mo naman yung fake. Nakita mo naman yung soft touch.
Both teams are 5 points away from winning this first set. Who will get this one? Regalo para kay Gang Palse Pabayo.
Over-received. Straight to Palse Mabayo. 2 straight points. Shoes on the other foot. 1-point lead, Black Mamba Army.
Timeout by Coach Aaron Velez. Let's listen in.
Itong first set, yung ball control natin, kalat-kalat eh. Kung itataas na natin yung bola, taas na lang natin yung bola. Damay-damay na eh. From the pass, tumatakbo si Just. Pag tinaas yung bola, hindi uma-approach. Pag uma-approach, bitin, kaya nag-error tayo. Nasaan yung kailangan natin ditong mindset? Lead lang tayo, lead lang tayo, lead lang tayo. Sige, sige, sige. Oh, Cherry!
In the battle of scoring runs, when the score stood at 19-17 in favor of CHERY TIGGO. After a service error, ito na naman, 4-1 counter para dito sa Black Mamba Army. Biggest question right now, will there be another CHERY TIGGO run? Or will Black Mamba Army sustain this fight back dito sa duluhan ng unang set?
Coach Aaron trying to ice Joan Bunag at the service line. Nabor to Paat from the back row. Ball is still alive for Army. Bunag naman, but that is short.
At least they had a chance to score. At hindi nang nagumpisa at nagtapos sa service error. Tied at 21. Kaya tignan mo, bilis lang rotation sa service.
Nakailang rotation na as we see Adorador serving for CHERY. Oh, nag-alangan si Tubino doon. Kukunin ba niya?
Sa tunog pa lang no?
Chance here for CHERY. Nabor to Dindin.
And that's all that Dindin needs to have that ball in play. You cannot activate Dindin kung hindi makakarating yung bola sa kanya. Kung hindi maayos ang floor defense. Kung hindi maayos ang pasa.
And CHERY once again on top. 22-21 here in the first set. Gonzalez goes to Morente. Off the block and in.
Morente playing one of her best games. Morente scored at least 3 points for Black Mamba Army. That was a critical point coming from Morente, and that was difficult against the double block, who was there early against her attack.
22-all is our score. Dindin will attack once again. This time picked up by Army. Urdas Nabor now will go back to Santiago Manabat. And she gets a check, a point para sa CHERY TIGGO.
Off the block. 1 point lead, CHERY TIGGO, dead hit. Right out game. Habang nasa harapan si Dindin, kailangan mapuntahan.
Oh, first set pa lamang ito para sa ating viewers. Huwag kayong bibitaw because these two teams don't want to let go also. Oh, and Ging Base Pabayo nalunod on that possession.
2 set points para dito sa team ng CHERY TIGGO. We were asking earlier kung meron pang scoring run ng CHERY TIGGO. The answer is yes. Another question is, will they be able to close it out and stay away from a service error as they have 2 set points?
Binulungan na kita kanina. Ang litang, ito match up natin sa dulo. Nabor at saka si Michelle, nag-single back sila. Chinalis na naman natin yung gitna, hindi naman tayo tumama. Chinalis natin dito sa kabila, yari na naman tayo. But ayaw mo sundin yung sinabi sa'yo kanina. So ito, kailangan matalas ang isip natin pagdating sa dulo. Kasi isa lang ito, isa na lang yan.
Coach Kung Fu giving additional reminders because CHERY TIGGO is 1 point away from getting this opening set.
I'm very interested of the numbers that we'll be seeing is the number of errors between these two teams. Natawa ko sa reaction ni Coach Kung Fu after ng timeout, yung buntong hininga, yung panghihinayang kasi lamang na sila eh. Oh!
Oh,
my.
and a service ace for CHERY TIGGO
Wow.
as they take this first set 25-22. Take a look at this one. Once again, Micah Ortiz off of that timeout, Coach Ronnie.
Patay bola, walang spin. What a placement coming from Micah Ortiz. Earlier, she was committing service errors, but when push came to shove in the most important closeout part, CHERY TIGGO with the closing 4-1 run overturned a 2-point deficit late in the first set and built a 1-set advantage over Black Mamba Army.
Our score here is CHERY TIGGO won the first set 25-22 after what was a close one, Coach Ronnie. Any team could have taken that one.
Right. It was a question who was the steadier between these two teams. After a 1-0 lead para sa CHERY TIGGO, it was a roll para dito sa Black Mamba Army. They built, I believe, a 5-1 lead. And then eventually may scoring run ang CHERY TIGGO. Lumamang 9-7. Ang laki nung scoring run na yon. Tapos, nag-run naman uli ang Black Mamba Army. Pagdating sa second technical timeout, 16-15. Nag-run na naman ang Black Mamba Army. Sabi natin, makakabalik pa ba ang CHERY TIGGO after they were down? They were ahead 19-17. Suddenly, they were down at 21-20. And they ended with a 4-1 run. That is how much they really would like to pull up this set. But you cannot say that Black Mamba Army did not have their chances. And now looking at the numbers,
Right.
ito na yung sinasabi ko, interesting pag-usapan, ano yung dami ng pagkakamali. Well, they both have committed 8 errors each. That's the reason why lalamang ka, mawawala.
Right.
Papalo ka, error uli, mawawala ulit. It was very tight, full of tension, but in the end, CHERY TIGGO, perhaps, because they were steadier in the end, pulled off that first set win. Numbers that tell half the story. Pero yung tension dito, ramdam namin. It's electric for 2 wins, or rather for 2 teams na winless. They're trying to get more relaxed, pero makita mo yung buntong hininga ni Coach Kung Fu, panghihinayang eh. They had CHERY TIGGO on their heels.
Beyond the numbers, yung mga nararamdaman na ng tensyon
Ramdam
as they
na
try
ramdam,
to
diba?
get this all-important first win in the PVL 2022 Open Conference to keep their hopes alive in entering the quarterfinals nga.
Yeah, my goodness. And they started out the second set the way they ended the first set. 2 straight miscues, now their third. Imagine mo, 6 na error sila, nagtapos sila 8. At yung huling dalawa, dun sila hindi nakalusot. And that's quite sad para sa team na gustong manatiling buhay para sa isang upuan sa quarterfinals.
We were looking at Coach Kung Fu even during the break as Dindin just puts that away.
They ended the set allowing CHERY TIGGO to score an ace, courtesy of Mike Ortiz. Now, on an over-reception, that's the first point of Dindin Santiago. Here in set number 2 for a quick 2-0 lead for the crossovers.
Adorador at the service line. Army still scoreless here in the second set. They go to Morente. Blockers there for Cherry. Tobino. Picked up by Pat. Nabor backs it to Ortiz. Ball is still alive. Gonzalez goes to Tobino once again. Buding was there for the pickup. Buhay pa. Dindin will not get the point there. Morente ngayon susubok. Oh, we have a long rally here. Both teams really diving for that ball, but Dindin will finally score the point.
What about Mylin Paat protecting down the line? And in that second transition play, Dindin will not make a mistake anymore. Just soaring over the double block, going deep and long. This is a quick 3-point lead para sa CHERY TIGGO.
And both teams gave out powerful attacks dun sa huling possession na yun, Coach Ronnie. Kaya lang walang bumigay except for that last one. Too much to handle as Army finally gets their first point here in the second set.
Morento continues to play well para dito sa team ng Black Mamba Army.
Mitch Morente only scored 1 point in their last game against Chocomucho, but obviously
that was in the previous match, but not today.
nalagpasan na niya yun.
Once you understand the value of still being alive, then you know that you have to give your best. When we talk about giving your best, Mike Ortiz also playing one of our finest matches here in the current Open Conference. Mike Ortiz helping out a lot in terms of scoring para dito sa CHERY TIGGO, coming off an 8-point performance laban sa Chocomucho.
They go to Pat, back row off the block and a point para kay Mylin Pat.
Mylin Pat is in double figures. Black Mamba Army is on a 4-point hold. The red flag is on. They call timeout. They want to arrest this second set slide and disallow CHERY TIGGO from building even a larger lead.
Naka-5-1 pa lang tayo kanina doon sa dulo. Hayaan na natin yan. Tapos na yun. Ginawa na natin ng parang para kayo mabuhay ulit. Huwag na kayo lumubog doon. Tapos na yun. Ngayon, ang nangyayari sa atin, ibabaw na yung blocker natin, ang spiker natin. Huwag na kayong lumubog masyado. Kasi dulo-dulo na lang ng kamay natin tumatama. So tendency, puro pahaba ang bola. Hindi sila, unless bubukat, tsaka talagang babaw ng palo. Mahahaba na, abangan natin, especially yung sweeper natin. Nawawalan tayo ng sweeper. Bakit? Pantay-pantay na yung defense natin sa likod. Wala na nag-aabang ng mahaba. Ha? Counter ulit tayo, aapat dyan, nakaka-score tayo.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Not how Army Lady Troopers wanted to start this second set kanina. Nung sinimulan natin yung laro, Coach Ronnie, dikit na dikit, neck and neck, nagpapalitan ng puntos. But this time around, CHERY TIGGO already ahead by 4 points.
Sila yung lamang ng ganito dun sa unang set. Same score line. Pero ngayon, with multiple mistakes to open up the second set, they're behind by 4. Make that 6. Ostero. That was a nice quick set by Nabor for Ostero, who delivers. Ortiz. Ostero helping out Santiago and Paan. Let's pour in the offense while Adorador is busy manning the floor defense together with Buting Durendes, aided by the double effort of Mylin Paan.
Coach Aaron opting to go with Rachel Ostero as she started last game and played well against Chocomucho. This time around, with that point, ups the lead to 5 points for the crossovers. Perez ngayon ang setter ng Army. Pinasok na ulit. Another chance for the Lady Troopers. Perez goes to Villarreal for the point.
They needed that. They needed that badly. Villarreal, who was tied in scoring honors with Audrey Paran with 7 in their last loss. Coming up in the nick of time para sa Black Mamba Army. Lead down to 4 para dito sa CHERY TIGGO.
5 points para kay Mitch Morente. Coach Kung Fu will let out another sigh as his team again with another service error.
As I mentioned earlier, it was 21-20 on the service line, Black Mamba Army. Eventually, they lost that set.
Tubino off the block and a point para sa Army.
All power. Honey Royce Tubino. Nasa ibabaw ng bola talaga. Ang kagandahan lang dito sa CHERY TIGGO, even if they were outblocked, 15-5 ng Chocomucho. Makita mo, tinrabaho talaga nila. Markado nila si Tubino, pero pumapasok pa rin yung bola. Morente already with 5 points.
Good save there by Army. Another chance for the crossovers. They go to Pat at the left side. Ivy will set up Royce. And Tubino will send that out. Although, magkaiba yung tawag.
Outside yung palo, pero net touch yata yung hinatol. Outside talaga yung palo.
So that was a net touch. So point goes to Army.
Sobra-sobra di ba? Diretso sa green
Nabor, back set to Dindin. Has been quiet so far here
Right.
in the second set. Balik sila kay Tubino. Paat. Army keeps it alive. Dindin will put that away.
Pinunan mo di pumatay ng bola. Ayan, 4-point lead. First technical timeout, CHERY TIGGO. Nananatili sa kalamangan.
The PVL 2022 Open Conference is also available on Smart Giga Play. Now let's turn you over to Sam Corrales for this report. Go ahead, Sam.
Rachel Ostero got another taste of action as a starter, and she shared to me that she genuinely just wants to help the team moving forward. Now, before this match started, she was proud to share that she was able to do her pre-game ritual, which is to have the right food every game. Yan lang daw ang secret. Sabi niya, wala masyadong oils, just a good balance of carbs and protein. Now, she said that takes a lot of discipline. So let's see if that hard work will translate here in their matchup against Army Black Mamba.
Thank you, Sam. Mukha naman effective yung mga ginagawa ni Rachel Ostero dahil nga in that last game. Maganda yung pinakita niyang performance which gave Coach Aaron that easy decision para ilagay ulit siya sa starting lineup.
Remember that these young ladies are in a bubble setup. Hindi nakakauwi itong mga to. At saka medyo matagal-tagal na. Diba? Hindi naman kahapon lang o nung last week lang. The sacrifices that they have made. Diba? It's an investment to be able to play up to the third week of competition. Kaya parang napakasama ng loob mo pag-iisipin mo hindi ka makakatawid
Those are the unseen things dito sa ating conference as that's gonna be a point for CHERY TIGGO. Yung mga ganong sacrifices, Coach Ronnie, since yun nga, this is a bubble setup, different kind of scenario. Parang mas mahirap pa nga because last year, mas madami silang time. They had more games. But ito, very compressed, very quick format tayo.
Yung sa Ilocos, kahit paano, siyempre nasa beach area yun
Right.
Diba? Doon sila nakatira. Kahit paano, may R&R. Dito talagang double time ka.
Yeah.
Walang katapusang training. Oh, and that's the way.
Lady Troopers.
That's the way it is.
Answers back with a point. They don't want to get behind dito sa CHERY TIGGO. Medyo lumuloko nga kasi yung kalamangan kanina.
Just by the sound of that hit, malalaman mo talagang todo yun.
Oh, good serve by Royce Tobino and a service ace.
That's a big target, literally. Tobino going to Dindin Santiago. Now who protects Dindin in this situation?
7 serving 10. Tobino now with 8 points in this match.
That's Buding.
Adorador.
What a save by Nunag.
Ball is still alive. This is going to be a chance ball for CHERY. Nabor to Paat. Easily picked up by Nunag. Morente ngayon. Ball is still alive. Tobino ulit from the back row. They send it to Army. Perez with a 1-2. Buhay pa rin. Ortiz puts it away. Nope. Long rally we have here. Who will get the point? No team netting up. Joust at the net.
Oh my.
And it will end with an error from Ivy Perez. 2 touches.
She had chances. Rather, Army had chances. That was a game para kay Ivy Perez. Making something out of nothing. Adorador rather, multiple chances. But multiple chances. In the end, it boiled down to this broken play. Napabor na sana para kay Ivy Perez, pero hindi niya na-convert.
Both teams were eager na tapusin na yung rally na yun.
Well, defense is the name of game right now here in set 2. Again, another error on the part of Ivy.
Doon pa lang sa service, mabigat yung service ni Mylene Paat, which made it hard for Army to set up their play.
Naipit din siya rin sa reception eh. And when you hesitate,
Yeah.
alam mo naman ang bilis ng baba ng bola. Mag-aalanganin ka. 5.8 ties the largest para dito sa CHERY TIGGO in the second set.
Morente. That sails out. And CHERY continues to score as they are now up by 6 points.
The steadiest attacker right now for Black Mamba Army has been Mitch Morente. Of course, aside from Royce Tobino. That was the first attack error nakita ko kay Mitch Morente dito sa set na ito. Eh pag lamang ng malaki yung kalaban, isang pagkakamali mo, lalaki lalo, lolobo.
And finally, Ivy Perez scores off of that 1-2 play. Kanina pa niya hinahanap yun, Coach Ronnie.
Kaya nakita mo kung paano niya tinrabaho. Better reception. Will always allow setters to go for that dump play.
This is 8 serving 13. Balse Pabayo back in the game in a service ace.
That's a misread coming from CHERY TIGGO. And the reaction of Coach Velez says it all. The evergreen, Balse Mabayo.
Can the Lady Troopers mount a mini comeback here in the second set? Nabor, back row to Dindin. Picked up there by Army. Morente is rejected at the end.
You can say that Micah Ortiz is a stabilizing factor para dito sa CHERY TIGGO. She will score if she needs to. But the toughness on defense is something that is integral that CHERY TIGGO needs. The workhorses, the two-way players. And that typifies the type of player na itong meron na quality na itong si Micah Ortiz.
Back to a 5-point game here for CHERY TIGGO. Paat, too strong, too good is Mylene Paat. And the lead just keeps ballooning para sa CHERY TIGGO.
We have to admire the evolution of Mylene Paat from where she was before to how she is now. Different level. A national player to be. Will represent the country in the Southeast Asian Games that come May of 2022 in Hanoi, Vietnam.
They're now at 16 points, which means second technical timeout. Will be back to give you the rest of the second set. Sulit saya ang inyong panonood kasama ang Sulit TV, entertainment, sports, news, and information. Andito lahat. Mapapanood ang TV5, 1 Sports, 1PH at lahat ng free-to-air channel. Siksik na, digital at malinaw pa sa halagang 780 pesos lang. Tumawag lang sa 8888-5555 o maaari ring pumunta sa piling authorized stores nationwide. Mabibili rin sa Shopee at Lazada. Bisitahin ang Sulit TV Facebook page para sa iba pang mga detalye. Kaya ano pang hinihintay nyo, bilhin na ng Sulit TV powered by TV5. As we are back inside the Paco Sports and Events Center, Army has a mountain to climb here in set number 2, but off of that technical timeout, nakapuntos agad si Mitch Morente.
It was 8-4 in the first technical timeout. 8-5 after that. 16-9 heading to the second technical timeout. It's not all about power right now for Mitch Morente. Reading the defense better, went for that soft hit. Scored off the block. They're still down by 6 points at this stage of the second set and behind as well by 1 set.
Oh, but
Yan ang
that
masakit.
service is too wide for Ivy Perez.
Sa ganitong klaseng pressure pack na laban, mahirap pag nakalayo yung isa eh. Kasi dodoble yung pressure sa'yo eh. Kanina, magkakamali rin yung isa kasi digdikan eh. Ngayon, mas nakaka-relax yung isa eh.
Sila yung nakauna
Yes.
dito sa larong ito. So, more room for relaxation para sa Cherry. Meanwhile, Villarreal gets the better of that.
Impressed with the vertical of Villarreal. Walang buelo-buelo. Makita mo, konting tingkayad. Nasa ere na. Winning the joust. Error count. Ang Cherry, wala pa. Army with 6 errors. Cherry, none.
So, an adjustment on the part of Cherry really after committing 8 errors in the first set and none here in set number 2. Malaking
nice.
rason yan bakit abante sila dito. But Army continues to score kahit pa paano. Bumabawi dito sa set number 2.
A 3-1 run after the second technical timeout. Divino disguising a cross court. Went down the line. Lead down to 5.
12 serving 17. Nabor will give it to Dindin. That is sent back. They go to Paat from the back row. Ball is still alive here. Nunag will go to Tobino with the
Mahirap.
adjustment.
Grabe yun.
Paat ulit. And that's a point para sa Cherry Tigo.
Para sa Cherry, binigay sa open. Binato sa opposite. Tinapos ng right side hitter na si Paat. Nabor varying her sets. Nabor distributing her sets well. Making it difficult para dito sa Black Mamba Army. Natapatan at kung sino ang babantayan.
As you see, Gual now in for Cherry Tigo. 18 serving 12 here. Perez goes for the quick kay Villarreal.
Buhay pa.
Itawid yun ng Army. Gual sets it to Ostero.
Back to a 7-point lead after it was down to, I believe, 4.
So timeout here for Coach Kung Fu. His team is down by 7 points. Let's listen in.
Maliwanag naman ang atake sa kabila. Nakikita nyo, di ba? Walang kombinasyon. Para lang tayo nagdi-dress. Ginagawa na natin lahat. Yan ang problema. Masyado tayo intense. Inaabangan natin kung anong gagawin nila. Hindi pwede ka lang nababasa nyo yung bola. Ano ba ang attack spray niya? Di cross court. Nakita mo naman kaliwete. Bakit ang defense natin eh? Para tayong pilipit na pilipit, di ba? So, kasi masyadong intensyonado. Kaya nyo lang lumakad ang oxygen sa mga muscles niya. Parang naka-relax ang galaw natin. Relax in the sense na kasi alam nyo kung ano yung gagawin natin. Hindi bigla kayo nagugulat. Intindihan. Ayun lang yung kailangan natin gawin. Relax na kayo.
Well, Coach Kung Fu had some adjustments in this set number 2. Opted to go for Ivy Perez as the main setter. Dahil sa simula, Coach Ronnie, si Gonzalez yung nagsiset para sa kanya. But he's sticking with this one. What else have you seen na hindi nagagawa ng Army dito in the second set kaya nag-pull away yung Cherry?
Yung better floor defense. Then lapsing to multiple and a series of miscues in terms of attacking. Tama yung sinabi ni Coach Kung Fu eh. And that was as I was referring to earlier. Intention can kill you.
Yeah.
When it hits you and it hits you hard, mahirap mag-react even for veteran players because they are in a very precarious situation. Kumbaga, one miss you die eh.
Wala na nga yung abante dito, but with that service error,
The first error para
Yeah.
sa set na ito.
babalik sa 7 ang kalamangan ng Cherry.
And they needed that. Mahirap na silang umiscore. Lalong-lalo na, kanina, kaya nakakadikit sila, nagkakamali rin ng Cherry Tigo. Eh, hindi na sumasablay.
So, 7 puntos pa ang hahabulin dito ng Army Lady Troopers as Joan Bunag is now back in the game at the service line.
Pinahirapan din niya kanina yung receivers ng Cherry Tigo.
So halos ito na yung starting ni Coach Kung Fu except for Ivy Perez and Aiko Ordaz. Tobino picked up by Paat. They go back road to Adorador who hits the line.
Right.
And that's it.
We have a new playmaker para dito sa red shirts. That's Gual. Seeing action para dito sa Cherry Tigo. Looking to close the second set as they have built and established their largest lead. 8 kalamangan, Adorador. Very impressive back row play. Actually, ginawa na lang ng paraan ni Gual yun dahil nagkabuhol-buhol na sila roon. No reception.
Oh, and Army unable to get to that third touch to send the ball back. Tintin with a service ace.
Down 9. Behind by a set.
Siyam na ang abante ng crossovers.
Madaling sabihin no? Napakahirap gawin pag pumasok talaga sa'yo. Sobrang kagustuhan mong manalo. Minsan, lalo ka nagkakamali.
And still, this is the defending champs that they are facing, Coach Ronnie. They may be winless itong Cherry Tigo crossovers, but we all know that they were the champions in the last conference. Kayang-kaya nilang to turn up and step on the gas pedal.
And they have started to play well. Lost to Signal by 4 sets. Swept by F2. Remember, muntik na manalo rito sa Chocomucho, if not for the breaks dun sa 5th and final set.
That went to an extension pa on the 5th set as Ordaz.
18-16 to be exact.
Army again with a chance here. Ball still with them. Tobino, her turn to attack. Nunag, who does she go to? Back to Royce. And gets through the middle of the blockers and scores.
Disallowing Cherry from building a 10-point cushion en route to 10 set points. Finding that gap in that double block. They're still behind with Slim. Down by 10. Black Mamba Army.
Service error para kay Aiko Ordaz. Puts Cherry Tigo at set point. As Ostero at the service line. Perez sets up to Bino. Nabalik ang bola, but chance here for Army. They go back to Royce, and she gets the point.
Not to be denied. Kahit saan mo papaluin. Napakahirap bantayan. Mahirap ibalik ng bola. One of the leading scorers, if not the leading scorer for Black Mamba Army, saving 1 set point.
Mababa pang habulin dito ng Army. But chance for them to build some momentum here, carrying into the third set. But let's see as they continue to score here. 16-24 ang ating score, Coach Ronnie.
2 set point save. At hindi nanggaling sa kung saan, kundi pinaghirapan at tinrabaho. They were down earlier at 24-14.
Yeah. Some signs of life towards the end of set number 2. Gual sets up Pat, and that is out. 3 straight points for Army.
Whatever happens in this second set, at least may buwelo ang Army. Patungo sa third set, hindi na baon ng husto.
Yun.
Captain Honey Royce Tubino.
These are the positives na dadalhin nila in set number 3. Dindin, though, will end this one and give set number 2 to Cherry Tigo as they get this one. Scores 25-17. We'll be back with set number 3 here on One Sports. The defending champs, the CHERY TIGGO crossovers, are now up 2-0 against the Black Mamba Army Lady Troopers in an all-important match as they both try to stay dito sa ating quarterfinals hunt dito sa PVL 2022 Open Conference. Set number 2 was relatively an easier win for CHERY TIGGO kumpara sa first set na dikit yung ating laban, Coach Ronnie.
You can put it that way, but even then, kahit na maaga yung arangkada ng CHERY TIGGO, alam mo naman na may kakayahan pag nag-let down ka. But eventually, CHERY TIGGO did not let down. They did not took off their foot on the gas, so to speak. At makikita mo, kumayod ng gusto. Pat scored 6 of her 15 points dun sa second set. They did have 5 points in the second set. Ortiz, as usual, calm and composed, contributing 2 points. Tubino did some heavy lifting with 7 of those points para sa Army. Pero kulang sa suporte. Morente had 2, but the rest, papatak-patak na lang. Imagine you commit 5 more errors than your opponent and you're down early by a big margin. Mahirap makabalik. They gave up 10 set points, 24-14. They scored 3 straight to raise their output to 17. But in the end, it boiled down to 1 attack point para sa CHERY TIGGO to close things out and build a commanding 2-set lead laban sa Black Mamba Army.
Ito yung additional help na hinahanap or kinailangan ni Dindin in that last match, no, to another player to get the double digits for CHERY TIGGO to get into that scoring board nga for their team.
Oh, siyempre, you want to really score well, no? Pero mas importante, you want all your other wing spikers and middle blocker to score as well para hindi lang sa'yo. Imagine, ilan yung pinalo nitong si Dindin? 71 times. Catolentino, 67 attempts.
Set number 3 begins with a point for CHERY TIGGO.
Michael Ortiz continues to play well. You like her energy, very composed. No? And now she can afford to smile. Nung unang set, walang umingiti. Di ba? Lahat nakakagat-ipin eh. Bawat puntos makita mo. Maylin Pat, unang puntos pa lang, lipad na ng lipad eh.
Parang nahanap na ng CHERY dito yung buwelo nila in this match. As Paran, who has been on the bench for quite some time. I think this is the first time she's seeing action.
Si Sara Gonzalez is back as the playmaker, the setter para sa Army. But a net touch will enable CHERY TIGGO to score the first 2 points sa ating third set.
Let's see if Paran can add some power here for Army and give some scoring. Gonzalez will go back to Morente. And that's a point for Mitch Morente.
Good disguise for Morente. Over Karandang, straight to Dindin Santiago Manabat after she was denied earlier by Nabor and Karandang. Karandang seeing action for the first time.
Audrey Paran now at the service line. Product of the National University.
Nandito na rin para si Laure.
EJ Laure as well, but regalo yan para kay Villarreal.
Over-received. Villarreal will take that gladly. 2 straight points para sa CHERY TIGGO. Now 2 straight para dito sa Black Mamba Army.
As you mentioned, EJ Laure now in the game for CHERY TIGGO for the first time. 2-all ang ating score. Nabor. Dindin will send this over easily. Tubino will attack. That is too strong. It will sail out.
Masyadong masigit for down the line. She tried to go over sa Karandang. But she overshoots the mark. 1.8 back para dito sa CHERY TIGGO after a 2-point run para sa Black Mamba Army.
Jasmine Nabor now back as the setter for CHERY TIGGO. And that is out para kay Jasmine Nabor. So score is tied once again.
One of the best scoring setters that we have.
Yun yung medyo binawasan ng CHERY TIGGO in set number 2, Coach Ronnie. Yung kanilang errors, di ba?
Bawas na bawas. 0 yan hanggang dun sa dulo. Sa dulo na lang sila nagkamali eh.
Karandang will attack.
Very smart decision on the part of Manabat. Alanganin, sa kanya napunta, inangat lang niya. Karandang repays that as she scores and gives CHERY TIGGO another 1-point lead.
This is 4 serving 3. Dindin on deck to serve.
Pahinga si Ostero, pahinga rin si Micah Ortiz. Correct? Tama, oo.
Yep. Gonzalez will send it to Tubino, and that's a point for the Lady Troopers.
Tubino, walang pahinga. Pag hindi ka nakapasok, pahinga ka na completely. Earlier, she overshot the mark. Now, on the return play, she will go straight to Karandang. Scores off the block.
Score is tied 4-all. Nabor goes back to Karandang. This time picked up by Paran. Tubino ulit. Tough angle there. Nabor back set to Pat.
Good coverage coming from Nunag.
Gonzalez wants Royce once again. Wala pa rin. Dindin from the back row. And hindi na control yun ni Angela Nunag. So point for the crossovers.
Middle blocker, Bantayado, opposite hitter, nasagot. Meron pa pang back row artist. Dindin delivers from the back row. Not a 29-point game, but definitely looking for a better result si Dindin Santiago Manabat to try and push her team to the quarterfinals.
Ortiz checks back in for CHERY TIGGO, and right away gets that attack, although nakuha ng Army. Ball is still alive. Ortiz goes to Pat, who is short on the attack, and a point for the Lady Troopers.
Miss hit coming from Maylin Paat. Earlier, she already had 15 points. 9 points in the first set, 6 in the second set. Unhappy with that last sequence. Black Mamba Army playing much better here in set number 3.
We remember in set number 2, lumamang yung CHERY 6-1. They pulled away quickly. But this time around, dikit ng ating set number 3. But EJ Laure gets the lead back for her squad.
The very talented EJ Laure back with his franchise. We know what she can do. The more games she plays and the more floor time she shares with her teammates, the better she will be.
Pat serving. And Army unable to return that one. So service ace for Maylin Pat.
Target for Paat was Honey Royce Tubino.
And just an all-around game for Maylin Pat, who was again the top scorer in her stint in the Thailand Volleyball League. Nanalo pa sila ng bronze medal doon ni Dindin Santiago Manabat. And now they're helping CHERY get their first victory. But Audrey Paran says, I'm in the game for the first time. I'm gonna make some impact para sa Lady Troopers.
7 points, leading scorer tied with Jeanette Villarreal. She was 6 of 13 against Chocomucho. Also had 1 service ace.
Buding will go to EJ. Dug up by Balse Pabayo. Paran again. No go on that attack. Pat! Another good dig there. Paran ulit. This time scores.
Paran bringing back fire to Black Mamba Army. Off the bench scoring, always a welcome sight, especially for a team that's down by 2 sets.
You like the energy coming from Audrey Paran off the bench. As Ging Balse Pabayo continues to serve for Army. Scores now tied 7-all. That is over-received. Nasa CHERY pa rin ang bola.
Oh, smart.
And Dindin finds the spot at the middle.
Nakita niya, scramble after that joust. Ready play coming from Dindin Santiago. 1-point lead heading to this first technical timeout.
If you take a look at that drop ball by Dindin Santiago, nobody home there for Army. We'll be back here at PVL. Fully alive, champions for life. Abangan ng pagbabalik ng UAAP at panoorin ang Season 84 Men's Basketball simula March 26 tuwing Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Live sa One Sports and sa UAAP Varsity Channel, available on Signal TV Channel 263 HD and on Signal Play. As we turn you over to Sam Corrales for this report. Go ahead, Sam.
CHERY TIGGO has proven to be the comeback queens here in the PVL, and today the defending champs will do anything they can to get their first win. We saw the heart of Buding Durendes in their last game and even in her effort today, and that's because of one simple thing. Kailangan lang talaga manalo. Alam na niya ang formula for that, and that is a combination of teamwork, communication, and simply enjoying the game.
Thank you, Sam. And Buding Durendes was part of that championship team dun sa bubble in Ilocos. So she knows ano yung kailangan para makakuha ulit ng mga panalo dito sa ating conference, Coach Ronnie.
Tama. Lalong-lalo na wala yung isang major star nila na si Jaja Santiago. Kailangan mas collective ang effort nila, especially on the defensive end, na kung saan siyang leader dyan.
Chance here for Army. Paran sends it to EJ Laure. Dindin will attack and score para sa CHERY.
Masyadong mabilis yung bola bumaba para may angat pa nitong sinunag. Heavy lifting, heavy hitting, even against the double block. 2-point lead. Ito lang ang pinakamalaking lamang ng CHERY, hindi lumolobo.
If it goes beyond this, pag umangat sa 3, even 4 points, dun medyo delikado. At baka mag-pull away na naman ng crossovers. Paran with the adjustment. And Audrey Paran gets the point for Army. So 9 points now for Army. Paran has been a spark plug off the bench.
May impact, ano?
Para nga sa mga ating fans, tinatawag nila si Audrey Paran, Audrey National University, because of that one timeout that Coach Babes named her that. Although Dindin says, let's focus our attention sa aming koponan because their team is up by 2 points after that attack.
Nakita mo yung variety sa mga palo ng Santiago. How she directs her shots, no? Hindi lang sa isang lugar, hindi lang cross court, hindi lang diretso, hindi lang down the line. Trying to make the defense guess as well.
Tubino. Blockers were there. Will CHERY send it over? Yes, they do. Gonzalez back to Royce.
Wow.
Sent back by CHERY. Royce again. Third try. Wala pa rin. Dindin will attack. Oh, and what an adjustment for Dindin.
I believe that that is the best point of the third set para dito sa CHERY. Angeles, save that last point para sa kanila. Paat, also a diving save. Eventually, it took their double effort to enable Dindin Santiago to be able to attack and score once again and build a 3-point lead. Ayan na, naramdaman na ni Coach Kung Fu baka kumawala. And he calls a timeout before the second technical timeout.
Credit tayo dun kay Julie Angeles for keeping that ball alive for CHERY as we listen in.
Hindi pa tumatalon si Dindin, nakaangat na kayo. Unang-una matangkad yung tao. Ngayon, pag umangat kayo, pababa na kayo, siya umaangat pa lang kayo. Pag gusto niya ng bola, kayo nalulunod na tayo. So, kailangan nyo ng timing. Kung kayo ng galaw, paalala sa mga bata, kayo ng mga bata dyan, kayo makipagsabayan sa bukbukan sa kanila. Hindi kayo unang tumitigil. Baligtad eh. Ngayon, kailangan nyo i-level up yung laro. Kailangan nyo kumuha ng puntos. Hindi lang kayo pwedeng gagalaw at na masabing gumalaw lang. Hindi pwede. Kailangan in proper place tayo, tsaka at the right time. Hindi pwedeng nagugulat kayo, ay dapat doon pala ako. Ibig sabihin, hindi kayo nagbabasa ng laro. Hindi pwedeng atake lang ng atake kung saan nyo nilalagay yung ball. Tingnan nyo yung weak point nila. Na-practice nyo na yan, naranasan yan.
Mag-usap kayo.
So it's not all about the attack, sabi nga ni Coach Kung Fu. May iba pang aspect ng laro na kailangan ayusin dito ng Army as they try to take one set away from CHERY to extend this match, Coach Ronnie.
It was all about reading Dindin Santiago and baga hindi ka magulangan. Disadvantage ka na nga sa laki niya. Mautakan ka pa niya. Yung kalahating pag-asa na meron ka, bababa pa sa kalahati. Makokompromiso ka. And yung 2-point barrier has been breached already by CHERY TIGGO because of their double effort on defense. That young lady, Mylin Pat, triple effort today in her bid to keep the season alive para sa CHERY TIGGO.
She's doing everything from the service as Villarreal scores for Army. From the service line blocking and attacking itong si
Digging,
Mylene Paan.
digging. Yung mga save, hindi naman ordinaryo yung... Hindi naman dumadating sa kanya yung bola diretso eh. Dinadive niya eh.
3 points ang hinahabol ng Lady Troopers. Nabor, who does she go to? Paat again. Blocked there by Army. Free ball here. Gonzalez sets up Base Pabayo. Easy pick up yan for Cherry. Blockers again were there. Another chance for the crossovers.
Oh,
Ball is still alive here. Long rally. Jasmine Nabor
Oh, that
trying
was
to go
very
quick
low.
kay Karandang. Oh, scrappy plays. Players scrambling, but Karandang finds the hole.
Jasmine Labor redeeming herself. Mabuti nga, hindi nag-error si Karandang. Naingat niya nang hindi siya natawagan ng violation. Broken play. And they will score 4-point lead para dito sa CHERY TIGGO.
14 serving 10, Dindin on deck. Gonzalez sets up Tubino.
Triple block against Tubino.
Angeles sends it to Paat. And Morente didn't get there on time.
Another good fake. Good disguise coming from Pat, faking a strong hit. They're going for an off-speed drop. 5-point lead for CHERY TIGGO.
And this is danger territory para sa Lady Troopers.
Oo, kasi iba na yung galawan dito ng CHERY TIGGO. Mas relax, mas puno ng kumpiyansa.
Sharp serve there. Morente will attack. And Angeles. Seemed like she was gonna get there on time, pero parang tinignan pa niya si Karandang.
Yes, sinasabi niya ang Karandang na kanya, kaya lang nag-pause siya. Kasi kung kukunin na Karandang, magbabanggaan sila.
Some changes on the part of the Lady Troopers as Ivy Perez checks back in. Meanwhile, De Los Reyes will check back, or will check in for the first time dito sa ating laro. Nabor, the quick to Karandang. Blockers were there. This time back set to Paat. Paran was there for the pickup. Tubino. Oh, Angeles with a nice dig. Second try.
Wow.
Chance na ngayon para sa crossovers. Karandang has been the favorite so far. Itong si Nabor, pero that time around, outside yung kanyang tira.
Let's check that sequence again. Yes, walang touch. Tatlong puntos sa kalamangan na nanatili para dito sa CHERY TIGGO.
Trying to prevent Cherry from getting to the second technical timeout. Nabor to Mylene Pat.
Makakarating at makakarating. Ang importante, hindi umalagwa. 4-point lead for CHERY TIGGO, but Black Mamba is still not out of it. Back set. Mylene Pat omnipresent. Mylene Pat once again delivers another all-important point.
She puts it away. We'll be back after this break. One Sports is available for free on Signal Play. One Sports Plus is available on Signal Play Premium for 75 pesos per month. As we are back from the break, CHERY TIGGO are up by 4 points, 16-12, as they try to end this one in straight sets. Let's see if Army can have one more chance to extend this one. Perez to Tubino has been really checked by Cherry. No? Yung mga blockers nila are there for Royce Tubino, and Dindin scores and ups the lead to 5 points.
Very good defense on the part of the red shirts. Understanding that Tubino is on the front line is the focal point of attack on offense. And in transition, Dindin scores once again. It's either Pat or Santiago who gets the job done on the return plays. Manabat with 15, Pat with 19. Good scoring balance between these two spikers, these two attackers.
Gini de los Reyes scores off of that possession. So, 4 ulit ang kalamangan ng Cherry Tiggo. If Army will try to mount a comeback, this is the right time, Coach Ronnie, bago sila mapag-iwanan. Because 8 puntos na lang ang kailangan. Make that 7 points left for Cherry to win this match.
Kasi wala nang oras. Time is running out. Chances are fast diminishing. As Roma Doromal, who's also, I believe, making her first entry, tries to help out Cherry Tiggo get to point number 20, and it put extreme pressure on Black Mamba Army.
She saw action also in that previous game against Chocomucho, talking about Roma Doromal, pero hindi niya masyado rin nagamit. But this time around, pinasok siya sa 3rd set.
Alam mo naman, pag 5 set ang laban, huhugot ka talaga dahil sa tindi nung aksyon, sa haba nung laban, hindi rin kakayanin ng iilan. Especially with the kind of depth that they have been able to establish sa kanilang roster power. Unforced error on that attack coming from Audrey Paran. Now they're in a 6-point hole.
Cherry Tiggo pulling away here, 6-point lead. Paran was there to save it. Oh, and nagkailangan si Balse Pabayo and Audrey Paran. And a 7-point lead now for Cherry Tiggo. Tatawag ng timeout si Coach Kung Fu.
Yung mga unforced error ba natin, mali-mali na naman yung galaw natin. Hindi, pwede ikaw nang kumuha nun. Kasi hindi mo nakikita yung tao mo sa likod. Yung problema, hindi ka rin sasalita. Ayun yung kailangan natin i-adjust ba? Kaya nga binigay yung ano, di ba? Yung communication ba? Yun ang nawawala sa atin. Uulitin natin. Yung bola kasi, pwede pang gawa ng parang. Huwag yung inat-over. Pwede nyo yung i-over sa kabila. Di ba? Pag-delete naman tayo ng ganyan. Wala tayong kapag-asa pag not-over ang atake natin. Kahit i-recover natin, hindi important yun. Sinaban nyo na lang or i-placement nyo na maayos sa kabila yung bola. Tayo!
Again, it's the errors for the Lady Troopers that's preventing them from staying close dito sa Cherry Tiggo.
That's just giving 3 points sa kalaban. At mahirap kayo rin sa kabila dahil hindi ka rin maka-atake ng maayos. Score stood at 16-12. Second technical timeout. They've only managed to score 1 after the second technical timeout and have enabled or have allowed Cherry Tiggo to score 4 points of their own.
Free ball here for the crossovers. Chance ball lang binigay naman sa Army.
Naku po.
Oh, players scrambling here. Wala pa rin proper attack from both squads.
Every transition play has been a broken play.
Then natin sino pupunta ni Gual. The running attack for Micah Ortiz.
You don't give too many chances to the reigning, defending Open Conference champions. Gual locating Ortiz. Slide play, running hit. Finding that seam in the defense of the double block. Suddenly, the lead is at 8. Kanina, 2 lamang yung pinakamalaki. 3, timeout na si Coach Kung Fu. Umabot ang 4 sa second technical timeout. Eh, hindi nila nakuha yung unang puntos. Doon nagka-problema ng husto.
Cherry now 4 points away from winning this set and winning this match. Paran is short on that attempt.
You can just guess what's going through the mind of head coach Velez after that huge first set struggle against the very game Black Mamba Army. Because that set could have gone either way. And ano kaya ang posibleng nangyari kung sakaling ang Black Mamba Army nakalusot doon sa unang set?
As you see, Jem Gutierrez checking in for the Lady Troopers, who celebrated her birthday just yesterday, actually, the birthday girl. At ang regalo sa kanya din ni Gual ay service error. 8 points ang hinahabol ng Lady Troopers. Doromal. Nakuha yan ni Morente easily. Gonzalez goes to Gutierrez. And that's a point for Jem Gutierrez.
2 straight points para sa Black Mamba Army. They're still alive.
Turned 26 years old yesterday. Magandang birthday gift yan para kay Jem if makahabol ang Army. 15 serving 22. Gual sets up Laure.
Wow.
Off the block and a point.
Bilis ng bola ni EJ Laure dun sa huling palong yon. Yung may pinanggalingan ni EJ Laure. Grabe ang bueno. Beating Ebuen, helping Cherry restore an 8-point lead at 23-15.
And that service is too strong. So may mga pagkakataon dito ang Army Lady Troopers to inch closer.
Kanina 21-12 yan. So may 4-2 late run para dito sa Black Mamba Army.
You were in this similar situation kanina, Coach Ronnie, no, in set number 2. And the block there, another point. Oh, you don't want Cherry to get to 24 points. And at match point,
5-2 run. Black Mamba Army.
Gonzalez with a serve. Gual goes to Dindin. And that sails out as Army continues to stay alive.
6-1 run for Black Mamba Army. Lapsing into multiple and successive errors, ang CHERY TIGGO opens the door para dito sa Black Mamba Army.
Gonzalez continues to serve. 18-23 is our score. Overreceive there. Chance ball for Army. Gonzalez goes to Gutierrez. Ball is kept alive by Dindin. Laure will attack. And that is outside once again. Things are getting exciting as the Army Lady Troopers.
Natawa ko sa reaction ni Coach Kung Fu. Now the pressure is on the other side.
Siya mo ba tatanungin kung mataas o mababa? Bigyan mo sa kanila. Kaya mo yan. Magtiwala ka sa ginagawa mo. Nag-training ka eh. Oh. Yung pasa, nire-roll over. Igalaw natin yung paa natin. Kaya, sige, tiwala tayo. Come on. Push tayo, finish lang tayo. Cherry!
Napatawag na ng timeout si Coach Aaron Velez as his team is 2 points away from winning this match, pero kanina 15 lamang yung score ng Lady Troopers. Now they are 4 points away from tying this ball game. Ortiz. Gambino was there for the pickup. They go back to Gutierrez, who is rejected.
If your offense is not working, then somehow you have to realize that you are still a sound defensive unit. We talked about the stability of Michael Ortiz. Simple lang, naintindihan niya kung ano kailangan. You have to play defense. First line of defense, blocking. Lalo pag transition offense. 5-point lead, 5 set points, equivalent to 5 match points.
And finally, Cherry is at match point, and they take this one as they get to 25, and they win this ball game against the Black Mamba Army Lady Troopers. What a match, Coach Ronnie. Set number 1. Naramdaman natin yung tension, kung gaano ka laki yung larong ito, how important it was for both squads. And then after Cherry getting that first set victory, parang naging relax sila all throughout.
And we expected kung sino makaka-pull through talaga dun sa first set. Talagang mas magiging komportable, mas magiging kumpiyansa. And we'll talk more about that as we try to close out this 6th play day of our PVL Open Confidence.
Cherry Tigo crossovers finally get their first victory here at the PVL 2022 Open Conference against the Black Mamba Army Lady Troopers. As we look at our best player of the game, Coach Ronnie, siya yung gumawa talaga dito para sa kanyang koponan. We were waiting for this performance mula sa kanya because of first stint nga sa Thailand. At ito, nabigay niya sa atin ito for this match.
24 points in the first 3 losses for Mylin Pa today, erupting for 19. That will be 43 points in 4 games. Now she's averaging double figures. But more than that, the scoring explosion happened in a match wherein they needed to win, and she helped this team really pull through, especially in the first set. Kaya naman sila ngayon, tatawid na sa quarterfinals.
And Sam Corrales is with our best player of the game. Let's turn you over to this interview.
Yes, joining me now is our best player of the game. We have Mylene Pa. At Mylene, congratulations. What a very convincing and dominant win para sa team ninyo today. Kayo na nga ang mga comeback queens dito sa PVL. So Mylene, gaano ka-special ang moment na to for you and your team?
Of course, ito yung first win namin since nang nag-start tong liga. And ayun, dahil nga sa sunod-sunod yung pagkatalo namin, kailangan talaga namin yung composure pa rin namin, yung communication namin para maipanalo to. So sobrang napaka-importante itong larong to.
And for sure, your team is staying alive and moving on to the next stage. Ano yung mga pinaka-important lessons na natutunan mo and hopefully ma-carry over mo sa next stage?
Yung important lesson na natutunan ko ngayon is yung communication inside the court and of course between coaches and players. And yung gelling namin inside and yung floor defense, napaka-importante nun. So hopefully yun yung ilabas namin. And me also for the next game.
Oo, mahaba pa ang ating storya, Mylene. But for now, anybody you'd like to thank and really say hi to as we end our game tonight?
First of all, thank you so much po sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa Cherry Tiggoo Crossovers team. And hello po sa mga taga-Pangasinan, to my family, Paat family, to Lefty Paat, Lefty Paat family, and sa inyo lahat, and to my best friend. Thank you.
I love it. So many supporters. So there you have it, Mylene Pa at coming up big for Cherry Tiggoo to stay alive in this conference.
Thank you, Sam. And Mylene Pa, of course, delivering the goods para sa Cherry Tiggoo crossovers. Siya talaga yung simula from start to finish. You mentioned Coach Ronnie, lahat ginawa niya from offense and defense. She was present.
Only present. 9 points in set 1, 5 points in set 2. And another set of 5 in set 3, but no started in the initial set. We knew that Dindin will deliver. We knew that Dindin will be the focal point on offense. But early on, Jasmine Labor went to Mylene Pa, who made sure that even if they were down in the first set, they were just right there putting extreme pressure on Black Mamba Army. And when push came to shove, Mylene Pa delivered the critical points, not just on offense, but the double work that she had to exert. She was there when they needed to make stops. She was there when they needed her to contribute in their blocking, and eventually when it turned to scoring, not only did she lead the team, but she scored important points. And they also have to thank Mike Ortiz, who really helped out in their scoring and in terms of composure to lead the way in terms of stability para dito sa Cherry Tiggoo.
Safe to say na yung Cherry Tiggoo na nga yung makakakuha ng
Sila na
fourth
yan.
spot
Oo.
para sa ating Pool A. Ito yung ating numbers mula sa ating laro and the domination on the part of Cherry Tiggoo.
The toughest set was in the first set. The last 2 sets, makikita mo, lumamang ng halos 10 itong Cherry Tiggoo. At kahit umabol sa dulo yung Black Mamba Army, eventually makikita mo kung gaano tinrabaho ng floor defense at ng net defense, yung blocking nila ng Cherry Tiggoo heading to today's match, respecting the capacity and the ability of Black Mamba Army to pull off an upset win against them. Minsan it's just about that, but you have to outwork whoever's in front of you dahil before you know it, tatalunin ka nila.
Yeah.
And they did not allow that to happen, and they will be rewarded as they will be moving on and marching on to the quarterfinals.
And if they bring this form, this energy sa ating conference, medyo maganda, o mas maganda
talaga.
exciting yung abangan nating quarterfinals. Kung sino yung makakaharap nila from Pool B, as tomorrow, volleyball action continues dito sa ating Premier Volleyball League. PLDT will face Balipure in the first match, and then Dreamline Cool Smashers will go up against the Petro Gas Angels. Dito pa rin yan sa Paco Sports and Event Center in Manila. And that does it for our coverage today. Para sa ating executive producer na si Ada Carlos Bayuga, my partner, Coach Ronnie Magsanok. My name is Dip Dipianco, saying thank you so much for watching our coverage of the PVL 2022 Open Conference, the heart of volleyball.